Hey everyone, it's Miss Sheridan. Welcome. I made a little recording for you guys about toxoplasmosis, and this is a mnemonic device that I've come up with to help you remember those important facts that you need to know about toxoplasmosis. And this is something that's also highly tested on the NCLEX as well, so you will have to know it later on, and this will help you when you take your exams. So we're going to start by drawing a little kitty cat, but our starting point here is we're going to write the word toxop on our paper. So just think toxoplasmosis, toxop. And then what you're going to do is connect the P to the T and make our little kitty cat face. Now, keep in mind, I'm not an artist here. Just doing the best I can. And I want to make a little note here for you about what the T stands for. The T stands for toxoplasmosis is transmitted. So transmitted, the T stands for how it's transmitted. Is transmitted more frequently during the third trimester. So that's what I want you to remember about the T. It's transmitted more frequently in the third trimester. Now, you notice this big old head that this cat has. So that big old head stands for hydrocephalus, which you see in toxoplasmosis as well. Hydrocephalus. Got that large head going on. Now our little, here, let me get a little arrow here. The T our kitty cat eyeballs. We want to remember, let me get myself situated here, chorioretinitis, which you can find that on page 69. It's in bold in your textbook, page 69. So our infected infants with toxoplasmosis can develop chorioretinitis. So this is an inflammation of choroid and retina of the eye. So can lead to blindness. So it can be very serious in an infant. We've got our little P over here. That's going to be our next step. Our P stands for placental transmission. So this is how the fetus, contracts the toxoplasmosis. It's through the placenta. So it's placental transmission to the fetus. Now, keep in mind the symptoms of toxoplasmosis may present later on in the baby's life. Last step to our kitty cat is, of course, our ears. So we got to draw a big M here on the top of our kitty cat head. So the M stands for mental retardation, also motor and developmental delays, and that's in the baby as well. So there you have it. There's my mnemonic device on toxoplasmosis for you to help you remember toxoplasmosis and the important facts more easily. Another thing that I've come up with here, always think kitty cat when you have toxoplasmosis. I'm going to write one more thing here. So toxoplasmosis, you're going to think toxoplasmosis. Meowsis. So this is frequently acquired by eating raw meat or exposure to cat feces. So that's why they say pregnant women shouldn't clean out the cat litter box and things like that, because of the risk of contracting toxoplasmosis. So in your pregnant women, the symptoms can be vague. They can experience body aches and headaches, fatigue and sore throat. But when that woman becomes infected with toxoplasmosis, that parasite invades in the placenta and the fetus is infected for life. So remember, it is transmitted via the placenta. It's transmitted more frequently during that third trimester. Major signs and symptoms of the baby could be hydrocephalus, that big head, increased fluid in the brain. You've got chorioretinitis that can lead to blindness in the baby, and mental retardation or motor developmental delays. Now, remember, this could occur later on in the baby's life, even into young adulthood. So the signs of a toxoplasmosis infection may not be present at birth. About 70% to 90% of those infected will develop the clinical illness by young adulthood. Another symptom to think about for toxoplasmosis could be seizures as well. So keep that in mind. So that's my little mnemonic device for toxoplasmosis. Hopefully it will help you out on your tests and your NCLEX later on. Thank you all so much for listening. If you have any questions, please let me know. Thank you so much.